Have you started formatting your books into audio? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get started. Hello, I'm Monique and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, then please consider subscribing. And to all my new and current subscribers, thank you very much. A friend of mine, Shonda Miller, that is a fiction author, asked me if I could help her to create an ACX account. I'm shocked. The fact that her books aren't on audio yet? Really? Oh my goodness. So to help her and anybody else out there who does not have an ACX account, I'm going to show you exactly how to get started. Of course, the first thing you want to do is go to acx.com. It's pretty easy to find, and signing up is very easy. You can use your Amazon account that you already have for KDP, or you can create a new account. Decide what kind of account you want to make. Are you a rights holder, which means that someone is making it for you, or are you a producer, the person who is creating the files itself? Two things that you're going to have to remember to do is your tax information and also your bank information so you can get paid. Now, if you're wondering how do you find someone to narrate your book, just go to search. Search has producers for hire, people willing to narrate your book, and titles accepting auditions, which is, if you are the narrator and you're looking for a book, this is where you would go. But this is where we want to go. And as you see, there is over 120,000 samples that you can check. Let's narrow this down a bit. Let's say I need somebody to narrate one of my books, and it is a fiction, so I'll hit fiction. It's not a mystery, it's not a romance, it's not erotica because I don't do that. It's more of an urban fiction, science fiction, fantasy maybe, so I'll click on that. I'll hit apply. Gender. Okay. Do you want a male or female? Typically all my books are female. I have a couple that are male. All right, language, English. My book is in English. I need them to speak English. Now you see we're down to just over 13,000. Next, accent. I prefer urban. Okay, apply. Compensation. Now this is what gets everybody right here. I know many will do the 50-50 split. I won't. My thought is if I go ahead and pay X amount of dollars for this audiobook, then once I hit X amount of dollars in sale, I'm in the black for that audiobook. I don't want to split 50-50 because that is 7 years. Yes, now you can sit and get out of the contract, but my thought is, from the beginning, I'd rather pay, be done, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. But like I said, that's just me. Okay, let's get back to it. Compensation. As you can see, paid for production or the royalty share. You got royalty share and royalty share plus. I do not do neither one of these. When I first started, I was always at 50 to 100. Now you can also go higher, but I start low and I listen. Now when I first started doing audiobooks, which basically was May of 2018, I started at $50 per finished hour. Now I am higher, but I always look to see if maybe someone just starting, listening for their sounds, and then I work my way up, because you never know. There might be a gem in a newbie. So I'm willing to take that chance, see how they work for me. Can they meet the deadline? Do they beat their deadline? Which I love so much, because as soon as one audiobook's done, I can get started on the next one. So starting at $50 to $100 per finished hour, let's see who we get. We now have 13 samples. Now remember, this does not mean 13 narrators, because sometimes a narrator will have more than one sample. Like Christian, see, that's twice. So, it's just listen to them. So let's see. Now that sounded more young adult. For me, yes, I need a little older voice. Now you can also tweak the voice more as you're looking, and I will show you that. Now you see it's at 13, but if I go to voice age, it says any age. If you want more of an adult, middle age, which no, I want more of an adult, and I was already at 13, and it drops to 7. Now, if I go through this and I don't find anybody I like, then I'll jump up to the next level in pay and start the whole process over. Okay, so I'm going to add the 100 to 200 per finished hour and see how many more samples will pop up. Let's click that one off. Click it again. 50 and the 200. Okay, that 7 just jumped up to 13. But this way you can sit, look, listen. I have my typical go-to narrators who I know that if I hand them a project that I'd like done in 6 weeks, they'll probably get it done in 4, because they know I will keep sending work to them. Once you decided on a narrator, you basically will have to go ahead and send the offer to your narrator. Or if you don't want to find a narrator, you can just put your book up for audition, and people will actually audition for you, and you can pick who you want. I did that once. No, that didn't work for me, because some of the stuff I got sounded like it was automated. But if you decide on your own narrator, you send the offer to them. They will either take it or decline it. If they accept your offer, then they will send you their first 15 minutes to see if you approve of it before they continue. If you approve of the first 15 minutes, then they know they got to go to keep on going, because it's what you are looking for. After that, it's just waiting for the project to be completed. Once it's completed, you will listen to the entire thing, Don't try and do it all in one day if your book is like 6, 7 hours long, because you will miss things. I typically do an hour and then, break, then come back and do another hour, break, and then come back and do another hour. Because my books are generally 3.5 hours or less. Once you approve their work, you have to pay them. Typically, I send them a message letting them know that it has been approved, and then where to send their invoice, because everybody, for me, has to send an invoice to my company and not to me. It goes right to the company because that's who pays them. And once they receive their money, they will let ACX know they've been paid. And then your audiobook goes through the checks. When I first started, ACX would take maybe 2 weeks to approve my audiobook. Now, 4 to 6 weeks. The longest right now is 6 weeks. So I've got one right now. It's at 5 weeks. So waiting to see when it will be approved and up for sale. Adding audiobook as your book's format is not as difficult as it may seem. It's another way to get your book out there. Until next time, I will see you later.